Hello and welcome. We are learning AWS Auto Scaling. And in this video, we are going to talk about instance maintenance policy. In the auto scaling group, we have this option. What is a use case and how we can use this option is the main goal of this particular video. Now, to explain you this, first of all, I am going to create one launch template, and then from this particular launch template, I am going to create auto scaling group. I want you to understand whole this scenario practically. So right now I am inside my AWS account and in the launch template. I am going to create one launch template. So click on create launch template. Here I am going to say my temp. Here I am giving template version. I am giving template version 1 because this is the first time I am creating my launch template, and this is the most important part. So just remember that this template having version 1. Now here I am going to select Amazon Linux. Now here I am going to select T2 Micro. Here I am going to select my key pair. Not going to make any changes in the security group. I am going to select default security group. Okay, so it is a very basic template that I am going to create. Let's click on create launch template. Now from this template I am going to create EC2 instance. Okay, so creating auto scaling group. So let me click on auto scaling group, create auto scaling group, giving name ASG. Here I am selecting my template, and this is my default version. Okay, and the version 1, let's click on next. This is my VPC, so in which AZ I want my EC2 instance, selecting AP South 1A and 1B subnet. Next. Not going to change anything over here. Next. Now here I am going to say I want desired capacity 2, scaling cap limit 2, and max desired capacity 2. It means I am going to get 2 instance. Auto scaling group will create 2 instance. I want minimum 2, maximum 2, and desired 2. Okay. Now here we have instance maintenance policy. Okay. First of all, we need to understand what is instance maintenance. Then we need to go for then we will go for a policy. Okay. So right now I am going to go with the no policy. Not going to select any policy here. Okay. We can enable this afterwards as well. Now let me click on next, 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 and create auto scaling group. Now I just created auto scaling group, so it is going to create 2 EC2 instance for sure, right? So here I will get 2 new EC2 instances. Right now I don't have any, so we are waiting. Once I will get 2 instances, I will come back. Yes, I got 2 new EC2 instances. Okay. Now I am going to explain you some maintenance scenario. Okay. Let's talk about this using the mind map. See, the instance maintenance policy in auto scaling allows you to define how your auto scaling group replace instances during the various operations, like updating instance to the newer version of AMI, replacing unhealthy instance, identified by the health check, or maintaining the desired capacity across the availability zone. Okay, so I want you to understand updating the instance to a newer version of AMI. Okay, now how we can do this? Let's say that currently in our EC2 instance we are getting Amazon Linux, right? Now company decided that instead of Amazon Linux we are going to use Ubuntu. Now how you can change this? Of course, in order to change this, you have to go to the launch template. Here you need to change this as well. So what I am doing, I am going to select this, going to the modify template. Okay, it is going to create the another version. So I am going to say 2. And this time from here I am going to select Ubuntu. Okay, so this is a Ubuntu Linux we have. Okay, I am going to select this So I just updated my launch template, okay? And in launch template, I added that I want Ubuntu operating system, okay? So I'm going to click on create template version. So I just created new version of my template successfully. Now I have to update this with my auto scaling group as well. So going to the auto scaling group, okay, going to the ASG, and here in the launch template, I'm going to click on edit and I'm going to select 2. Now I'm going to click on update. So I just updated this. Now onwards, I'm going to get Ubuntu. But what about my existing instance? Yeah, I have these 2 EC2 instance. If I'm going to see the operating system of this, it is of course Amazon Linux. So now maintenance comes into the picture over here. In this case, we are going to update operating system. Now how we can inform auto scaling to update operating system of this instance, right? So in order to do this, you can go to the auto scaling. Okay, here you have instance refresh option. If you start instance refresh, AWS Auto Scaling will update these instances, existing instances, according to your new launch template. Now when you click on start instance, see here we are getting this instance policies, maintenance policies, launch before terminating, terminate and launch, and custom behavior. Now you can set up this for per refresh, this is up to you, or in the advanced you can set up the policy, so this will be available directly here. Let's say that right now I don't have this, because if you look at this in the detail, instance policy is no policy. So whenever I am going to set up this, whenever I am going to click on start instance refresh, is asking me about the policy, or I can set up policy in advance which will be applicable to all the next refresh. Okay, so what I am doing, I am going to set up from here. Okay, so going to the details, now going to the instance maintenance policy. Okay, now here we have no policy, you understand this. Here we have 3 policy: terminate and launch, launch before terminate, and custom behavior. Okay, now let's understand the first one. The first one is terminate and launch. Unhealthy instance are terminated immediately, followed by the new launch. So whenever I am going to refresh this, okay, I don't want to pay extra money. If you look at this, right now I have 2 EC2 instances running. During this maintenance process, I am willing to pay for 2 instances only. I am not going to pay for more number of EC2 instances. Okay, so if you don't want to pay more money, okay, you can select terminate and launch, and it is going to control your cost. How? Let me explain you this. See, I am going to select this. Now minimum, okay, minimum 50% instance I want. What is the meaning of 50%? Let's say that I have 2 instances right now. 50% means I want 1 instance at a time. Okay, you can verify this as well. See, current desired capacity, right now I have 2. During the update, temporary minimum healthy instance 1, and temporary maximum instance 2, means it cannot go beyond 2. It means I am not going to pay for more than 2 instances. Okay, I want 2 instances at a time. So now during the maintenance, it will create 1 EC2 instance. Then first of all it will terminate 1 instance, then it will update the operating system, then it will update another instance, and then update the another one, right? So in this case, you know, during the maintenance, I have 1 EC2 instance running at all the time. Okay, so let me click on update. Now going to the instance refresh. Now going to the start instance refresh. Okay, see, this policy is now over here, and the meaning is minimum healthy percentage 50. So right now I have 2, so 50 of 2 will be 1. So it will replace 1 instance at a time. Okay, Now in the instance warm up time means when you create a new instance, how much time you want to take it for your new instance to be ready. I'm just going to say 60 seconds. It will increase the speed. Okay, all these are okay. We don't need to worry about this. Let me go to the start instance refresh. I just started this. Now this is the status. What will happen? I don't want that during this maintenance schedule, my instance number of instances can go beyond the 2, right? It cannot be more than 2. But I want to update the operating system as well. So it is going to terminate one instance. See, if you look at this, right now it is initializing. Okay, why? Because it is going to terminate my instance, then it will create the new one. Then it will terminate this instance and it will create the two instance. So all the instance will be with Ubuntu after some time, but it will remove instance and create new instance step by step. In this case, I have full control on the cost because I'm going to pay for only 2 instances at a time, which is my regular 2 instances there. 2 instances are there, right? So wait. Now, if you look at this, one another instance created, and the operating system, the AMI of this particular instance is Ubuntu. Okay. Now, when this particular instance will be ready, everything will be okay on this, then it is going to terminate this instance. Okay, look at this. Here we have Amazon Linux. Okay, it will terminate this instance and it will create new instance. So automatically I am going to get 2 new Ubuntu instance, but the capacity is as it is. I'm not going to pay for any 2 or 3 EC2 instances, not going to pay for 3 or 4 EC2 instances. Capacity remains same over here. Okay, and step by step it is going to change this. You can see the status over here as well. See, it is in progress, waiting for remaining instance available. Okay, it has insufficient data, so it will take some time, but it is going to update step by step. Instance to update 1, right? Because one instance is already updated. Now look at this. 1 instance left for update. Now another also deleted. It will take some time and my both instance will be Ubuntu, and in any case there is no 3 instance or 4. Okay, I have 2 instance only because I selected policy known as terminate and launch. Okay. Yes, let me verify. Ubuntu and Ubuntu. Okay. Now let's test another policy. So going to the auto scaling group. Yeah, it will take time because new instance is under progress, but we can change the policy. So I'm going to the details. Okay. Let me explain you the second policy. See, in the second policy, launch before terminating. Okay. Now what is the meaning of launch before terminating? Your 2 EC2 instances, existing instances will be as it is. Okay, it is going to create 2 new EC2 instances and then it will delete this. Now in this case, at one point of time, you will have 4 EC2 instances. Okay, so you have to pay for 4 during this particular process. But this is solid. Here you are actually giving priority to the availability, not to the money. Okay, so let me click on launch instance. Let me select this launch before terminating. Now see, minimum 100, it means 2 instances will run all the time, and here I am going to say 200. Now look at this. Current desired capacity is 2, temporary minimum healthy instance will be 2, and temporary because some point of time we are going to create 2 new EC2 instances and then terminate the old one. Okay, we want 4, so this is how it works. Now I'm going to click on update over here. Right? Let me go to the instance refresh and let's verify this activity is successfully done. But if I'm going to run refresh test right now, start instance refresh right now, there is nothing gonna happen because my both instance having Ubuntu according to my launch template. So to verify this, I have to update the launch template as well. So what I'm going to the auto scaling group, going to the detail, going to the launch template, and here I'm going to say I want version 1. Again, version 1 means Amazon Linux. Okay. Right now, if you look at this, I have Ubuntu Linux. Okay. This time I'm going to click on instance refresh. Again, going to start instance refresh. But according to policy, okay, if you look at this, launch before terminating options we have, and we want minimum 100 and maximum 200. So in this case, what will happen? It is going to create 2 new EC2 instance with Amazon Linux, and then it will terminate this too, right? So fast process as well. Now let me click on start instance refresh. Okay, and this process is faster because it is going to... Hi, I am Bhavesh Atara from CloudFolks HUB. To watch full video, please visit our website or CloudFolks HUB Android and iOS app. We are going to upload full video daily on our portal. You can visit our portal and you can enroll to our 100 days challenge course. Right now, for first 1000 students, for India, it is just 499 rupees fees. And for abroad, you just need to pay only 7 USD. We are going to upload daily full videos over there, and this challenge will be continued for 240 days. Thank you very much. See you inside the app. Goodbye.